So me and my husband have been married for 5 years. We are currently F24 and M33. Way before we met, when I was 16, my mom's house had a house fire that burnt literally everything down, and sadly my childhood cat was also killed in it. I remember my mom and brother waking me up screaming, "Fire! Fire! Get up! Get up!" We crawled out under the smoke, and luckily my neighbors had already called the fire department, and they pulled us out. We lost literally everything. We were devastated. So that was a while ago, but it still really scares me, and I check outlets, and our stove, and candles, and everything all the time. My husband knows this about me. So 2 nights ago, I went to bed early, because I am currently 34 weeks pregnant. Literally about to pop. I was sleeping for a while before, for some reason, my husband decided to wake me up by yelling, "Baby, there's a fire! 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 Get up!" As quick as I could get up at 34 weeks, I did, and grabbed my purse. I was just in automatic shock and just autopilot, and knew I needed what to grab. I made it all the way down the stairs, yelling for my husband to follow me, before he started laughing and telling me it was a joke. It took a minute for that to process. I stood there with an open mouth while he laughed and ushered me down the rest of the stairs. I sat down on the couch and just started sobbing. It was genuinely the hardest I've ever sobbed. It's like I couldn't get myself to stop, and my whole body was shaking. My heart was racing and I couldn't breathe. I have never had this experience before. I was genuinely so panicked. I was so fucking upset. My husband apologized and was like, "Oh my god, I'm sorry, it was just a joke." I just cried until he eventually was like, "What the fuck, it was just a prank, this is really dramatic." After a few hours, I had calmed myself down and went to apologize to him. He wouldn't take it. He said I was being overdramatic and made him feel like shit for a harmless prank, so I guess AITAH? I've never been good at taking jokes. I've been trying to be less sensitive, but IDK. Additional info from OOP in the comments on why she apologized. I apologized because he made a big deal about me making him feel horrible, on how often her husband plays pranks on her and makes jokes at her expense. He doesn't, but it's an often argument that I am too sensitive. On comments that the fire happened when OP and her husband were already dating, her at 16 and husband at 24. This is not true. We met when I was 18. When asked if husband is happy about the baby, if he is a narcissist, and if there are other red flags in the relationship, he's happy. He's the one who wanted a baby. I don't think he is a narcissist, though I'm not sure the definition of that, lol. And no, I don't think there are red flags other what is being pointed out in the comments I am reading. That is mostly that he tries to make me feel sensitive and our ages, but I always knew that and I never cared.
Comment said, that wasn't a harmless prank when he knows your past trauma. It also wouldn't have been a harmless prank, even without that trauma, because you were pregnant. The adrenaline spike from something like that could have easily sent you into preterm labor, and while I'm sure you feel ready to pop, you're not yet full term and the baby's lungs are the last to develop. He's definitely the age, but more than that, that was psychological abuse. It was not a prank, it was not funny, and it very well could have done physical harm as well. And now he's trying to gaslight you into thinking that you're the problem. Please be very careful and keep yourself safe. When I read what he did, my first thought was, this is not a harmless prank. I know babies can survive outside of the womb at 34 weeks, but the risk of complications is so high at this stage still. He literally put his wife and child's lives at risk for a joke that isn't even funny to, was never meant to be funny. It was intended to harm, with just enough plausible deniability to be able to convince her that he was just joking and that he deserves the apology rather than her. WTF is wrong with him for pulling a prank on you while you were pregnant, and not just pregnant, but literally about to pop. Pregnant? You're not supposed to go through like any stress right now, not even the stress from an actually harmless prank. He is fucking lucky his bullshit didn't cause harm to the baby or push you into early labor or something. This was a super dangerous and mean thing to do. You don't need to apologize. He does.
Update. A month ago I posted my first post, which is still up on my account. I was terrified and hurt and confused, and the comments really helped me sort through everything going on. A week later, I went into preterm labor and gave birth to my baby at 35 weeks. A week after that, my husband beat me unconscious when he caught me Googling the signs of an abusive marriage, after he coerced me into sex a week postpartum. Today I filed for divorce and secured a restraining order on him. My husband will never lay a hand on me or my baby ever again. I cannot confidently say that I would have made that decision without the help of my original post, so thank you so very much. I think maybe people do not realize how much you can help a stranger on the internet, but you can. And all of you did. I will be the woman who leaves after the first time. I will be the best mother I can be, and that starts with leaving him. Thank you.